Hey guys, what's good and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing so well. I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right on into this video. I'll be honest with you guys, I didn't plan this out at all. I'm kind of just sitting down in the moment and choosing to film this more casual crochet and knit with me type of video. For about the last week, I have been dedicating all of my time to crocheting one specific crochet project. And if you guys know me, you know that I like to have multiple projects to work on at the same time. And I know a ton of you are probably thinking right now, Erin, just finish that one project and then you can start a new one like a normal person. But to be honest with you guys, this is kind of like my #1 trick to keep myself from getting too burnt out over time. So my little trick is to just kind of pick up different projects and switch them out throughout the days. And this little technique of mine helps me stay interested in my work. It helps everything seem fresh every single day. So we're gonna start off with some new yarn that I picked up. I picked up some Wool Ease yarn. I believe it's Lion brand. This is just some funky, crazy yarn that I saw at the store. And I kind of just want to make a top that looks kind of scrappy. I thought the colors were insane to me. It's not something I would usually pick out. And sadly, this is suggesting a 9mm crochet hook. And would you guys believe it or not, if I told you I don't have a 9mm in my bag with me, the smallest hook that I have is a 6.5. And today's gonna be a pretty exciting day for me because I get to tear into some new yarn and hopefully create a super funky, off the wall looking type of top. So let's just go ahead and get into it and see what I can make. And just real quickly before I get too absorbed into the crochet project today, this is the other thing that I'm working on right now. As you guys can see, I'm trying to knit with this crazy funky yarn, and I think it's coming out super cool, but I really love that stockinette looking stitch. It just looks so clean. And then look, I've ended up here with these crazy baubles. Like that looks so funky. So let's just go ahead and get into the first little thing. Hi, hello. I have moved over to my desk DIY area. I'm gonna start working into this yarn right now. I don't even know. Hi, hello, take 2. My camera fell over. I'm at my desk area again, and I'm about to tear into this yarn. I don't even know where the hell to start. Where's the beginning? Here we go. We're getting into some new yarn. This is fun stuff. So like I mentioned earlier, I kind of want to make a triangle cupped top, but I want to turn the cups sideways and really make this look like, I almost said skanky. That's not the word I'm looking for at all. I really want this top to look, shabby, scrappy. I have no idea how I'm trying to describe this top when I'm done. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. But yeah, I'm using a 6.5mm hook. I have not used a hook this fat, I mean for me this is pretty bulky, in a hot minute. I can't even remember the largest hook that I've ever used. I want to say it's my 10.5 or my 11mm hook, but here we go. Let's just start chaining. Got 1, 2, 10. So here's 10. Oh no, I need more for sure. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I need the cup to start at my armpit, and I want my chain to hit my nipple. So I'm chaining with 14, I believe right now. 14 seems good. I think I'm gonna stick with single crochets as well because I want my work to be tight. Please ignore the trash man outside right now. He would come right now. And this is what it's like when you're a freelancer who works from home. Ooh. And here, when I get to the end of my chain, I'm going to turn the corner. So I need to work 3 stitches into the tip, I think. And now after I've worked those 3 stitches into the top of my chain, I'm gonna turn my work and start placing stitches back down the other side of my chain. So I hope that you guys have seen videos by now on how to make cupped tops. And in case you have no idea what I'm talking about right now and you want to see the technique that I'm using to create this cupped top, go ahead and head on over to one of my past videos. I'll show a picture of it here. I'll link it here somewhere as well. It's where I made that multi blue and white cupped top. It's the same exact technique that I'm using. Again, I'm just using way chunky yarn. brown and gray going together is not really my shade palette, but like I said, it's gonna get real funky pretty soon with these greens and oranges. I hope it turns out wearable. My thumb is burning up. Oh my Lanta, this stuff is thick. And I have no idea why I thought of this right now, but a few days ago I was over at the Dollar Tree store and I noticed that they had a pretty good selection of yarn on the shelves. And I wanted to know if you guys would like to see me testing out Dollar Tree yarn. Let me know again down in the comments what you guys think. I could do a whole testing out X yarn series for you guys. And I know a lot of times, like even this yarn can be very costly and it builds up very fast. So wherever you can pick up cheap, durable yarn, I think you should do it. I mean, the stitches are for sure tight enough and you can't really see anything, but I don't know if there's like enough pizzazz for the top or if I should go back and like add ribbing, like make it crazy. Okay, I've decided what's gonna make this the ultimate Erin B video. Tearing out stitches and being very sad about it. Here we go. I've decided I can't do it. The colors are fine, but I need some crazy texture to pop. So I'm gonna frog this entire thing. And here we go. This is the point where I need to transition before I get too frustrated with this thing that's happening. I'm gonna switch on over to my knitting. The other thing that I like about transitioning between crocheting and knitting is that it gives my muscles a break. As you guys all know, like when you crochet, at least for me, I've said it 100 times, my thumb, this thumb muscle right here, it burns like crazy, like the lactic acid builds up so fast. But especially when I'm using very bulky yarn and a very thick hook, my whole thumb area is like on fire. And switching up to a different style like knitting gives my thumb, my crochet thumb, a break, and I get to exercise different muscles. And almost every single time that I have a live stream on YouTube or on Twitch, people are always asking me the question of how do you handle the pain when you crochet? And I would say that this is my #1 go-to trick. Again, switching up and picking up a different hobby, a different craft. It's gonna give your hand a break, but still allow you to feel creative and make you feel like you're getting some kind of work done. And with this yarn, I've been using the Universal Yarn Bamboo Bloom. I don't remember the colorway that this is in, but what I like about this yarn so much are these like really textured baubles, and I think that it just kicks the top up a notch. But the interesting technique that I have to use when I'm working with this yarn is kind of like a drop stitch technique or like an elongated stitch. So I'm going to purl it like normal, but because right here my yarn is so thick, I'm going to pull not only one off of my hook, but I'm gonna pull the second off of my needle as well, and it's gonna create this dropped stitch for me. Hi, Mama.
Oh no, it's only 88.
Does Mowgli want to knit? Does Mowgli want to knit? Trying to purl two together is a struggle for me. Oh, she did it! And the crowd goes wild. Did I just knit those two together? No, I purled them. That's right. But yeah, oh my gosh, I didn't even show you guys the purl side. It's insane. Like, tell me that that doesn't look spectacular. That's insane. Probably my best knitting job that I've ever done. I'm a lot faster at knitting because I think it's called the continental style. but I feel like I've gotten a good amount of work done on this today. I'm going to switch back now again, and I really just want to perfect this. It's just starting to bug me. So let's go ahead and tear just the whole thing out. I mean, and now here is where I'm going to cue the Erin's motivation speech, or as I like to call it, rambling. I will be honest with you guys and tell you that I am not like this every single day. I don't always knit and crochet every single day. I would definitely say that most days of the week I stick to one project or one hobby, but just certain times I feel extremely motivated and inspired to pick up a lot of different projects at once, and this is definitely one of those times. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's actually like a little bit of ribbing added. You probably can't even see this at all, so tearing out my work was kind of a waste. But recently within my own personal life, I have had to deal with certain family members of mine that are not supportive whatsoever with my career choice, which is why I appreciate my community on here so much. Every time I make a video, I try to make it a point to just thank you guys for your constant support and kind words, because sometimes it's the people that are closest to you in your life that want to put you down instead of build you up and support you. And I hope that you guys really don't see this as me complaining. It's kind of just me trying to express just how grateful I am for all of you here. Within all of my videos, I'm always getting the most supportive and motivating and kindest comments. And it's the people that leave these kind words behind that make me want to continue to put out content. It's not only the things that I see on the internet that inspire me and motivate me to create something. It's honestly my friends like you on here, my subscribers here, that make me love what I do, which is teach you guys how to crochet, teach you to be confident in your craft and confident in yourself. Give you guys the confidence to wear your crazy funky creations and not give a damn what anybody else is going to think about you. Oh, quick side note, I'm starting to get into the green yellow part of the yarn. So now we're gonna start to get some bright colors in this top. Let's do it. I like how excited I am just for like colorful, crazy yarn. So I guess that pretty much explains why I'm like trying to pick up all these different projects today, is that after hearing all of this negative talk, it just makes me want to bust my ass that much more and do what I'm meant to do. And that involves just this beautiful hobby of mine. So I just want to say to all of you guys out there that feel like you don't have people that support you and feel like nobody's on your team, you feel like you're all alone, I just want you guys to know that I'm there with you, and if anybody's going to support you, I will be your first supporter. And we got to stay together as a community and just continue to do what you love, know what's in your heart, know what you want to do with your life, and don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. And for all of those out there who are watching my video and haven't started knitting, haven't picked up crochet, this is your signal, this is your sign that today you should pick up this hobby. Dang, that's huge. But look, doesn't that look really just like crazy? I don't know. I mean, I still have to get into a couple other colors here on this ball. But I think this one cup is done. So I'm gonna make another cup just like this one. It's gonna go on the other breast. I'll attach some strings here in the center to tie it up here. And I don't even know if I'm gonna have enough to make a back part for this top. So now that my thumb is starting to kill me again, I'm probably gonna switch back over to knitting one more time. I am so determined to get this front panel done, and I'm really thinking that I'm gonna have to get another ball. But just with this whole experience that I've had in my personal life and here on YouTube is why I'm so thankful and grateful to have somebody in my life like Jordan, because above all else, he is like my rock. He is my #1 supporter. I have never known anyone to support and motivate their partner or their spouse like Jordan does. And he's just always helping me out with everything behind the scenes. So yeah, just big love and big thanks to Jordan. If you guys would love to show your love to Jordan as well down in the comments. I know you guys see him all the time in my live streams. That's why I love just kind of inserting him here onto my channel. So yeah, commencing the entirely long ramble, let's keep going. Okay, so I actually worked up the rest of the second cup, and here's what they're looking like. I'm pretty happy with just how the stitches turned out. I know the ribbing isn't super obvious, but it's enough for me that the other cup will look like that. This is making sense to you guys. And of course I'm gonna go in and attach some yarn on both of the ends of these cups so I can just like do a little tie knot. But yeah, let's just keep on working this up. And I'm just gonna get going. Again, thank you guys so much for coming to my channel time and time again. And yeah, if you guys have ever made anything from my tutorials or from my crochet with me's, please send me photos of your work. I think I actually want to put together a reacting to my subscribers' creations. Somebody gave me that idea on one of my live streams weeks ago, and then I saw another comment from somebody else saying that they would really love to see everybody else's creations and what they've come up with. So yeah, if you guys have made something by me or influenced by me, please send me, DM me, email me your photos. I would love to see what you guys came up with and support you guys as well. So yeah, let's just keep knitting. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up today's video. Thank you guys again for coming by, tuning in, watch me do weird knitting crochet stuff all day, and I'll be seeing you all very soon. Stay tuned. There is some crazy good content coming out that I know you guys would love to see. I love you all. I support you all. Stay motivated, stay creative. Yeah, see you soon. Bye.